Alrighty, welcome. This is going to be my first Civilization 5 Let's Play for YouTube. My name is HJ Tenchi. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been a little while since I've been playing Civ 5, so go easy on me. It's going to be a learning process for both of us, but I should remember quite a bit and know enough to teach at least new players how to play the game. So we're going to go into the advanced setup. I'm going to pick continents. Map size, let's start out with small just to break myself back into it. I'm going to go with Prince difficulty. That's the middle difficulty. Neither myself or the AI are going to get bonuses to either production or combat, etc. I'm changing it to quick, so it's slightly faster. It's not going to take quite as many turns to get things done. That speeds up the overall game. You can go to like marathon and yeah, see, an entire normals game's worth of turns for each era, and there's 4 to 5 eras in a game, so it would take forever. So no thank you. Everything else I'm going to leave normal. I turn on policy saving and promotion saving. It's not really a big deal, especially policy saving, but this will allow me to use my policies and unit promotions kind of whenever I want. Unit promotion, I just leave that on because I believe that's how 4 was, and I think how 5 started. And I started playing Civ with 4. The only thing else I'm going to turn on is quick combat. For everybody that's going to complain about that, I know it's awesome seeing the little guys fight each other and stuff, but when you have 20 people fighting each other per turn, it just takes too long. So this is... I recommend this for most people. Nonetheless, I'm going to random it up, and outside of that, let's get started. Wu Zetian.
Blessings of heaven be upon you, Empress Wu Zetian.
Pretty much he's reading this top paragraph.
And haughty ruler of China.
Kind of gives a small background to
the
Chinese empire that they're highlighting here.
Nonetheless,
I'm going to talk over them. I'm sorry. The great generals that I get, I'm going to get a combat bonus. They'll give a combat bonus, but it's going to get an extra 15%, and the spawn rate's an extra 50% faster. Instead of the regular crossbowmen, I get Chokanus, which have 2 attacks per turn. Freaking amazing. And a paper maker building, which gives me 2 gold, no gold maintenance, so no gold per turn for having it, and I get 1 science for every 2 citizens in the city, plus the 2 gold. So I believe it replaces the library? I'm not sure. Nonetheless, here I'm starting out. This looks as good as any. I turn my grid off with G and Y, my yield icons with Y personally, but everybody plays a little differently. Nonetheless, so we've settled. We settled near a river on a hill, so that's a plus. And now we're just going to look around. Needs a calendar for that. Don't need anything for that. You can open up the tech tree this way and kind of plot your way of doing things, or you can even hit F6. Choose production. I always like to get a scout out real quick, especially if you have ruins. You can turn off ruins, and I highly recommend doing that with harder difficulties, because these will give you random bonuses for whoever gets there first. And the AI on harder difficulties, 1, is already cheating, and 2, they can expand and move around faster than you, so they're going to get them most of the time. And if you can, take your scouts and find the ruins with your scouts. They get bonuses compared to any other units. And you know, I'm going to go a worker. Just because I'll be able to create tile improvements by the time he's up. I don't think there's anything over here, but just checking. Scout will get the ruins, and I've discovered animal husbandry. So I got that just straight up for looking at there. So you can see little things like that. That's 5 or 6 turns I could have spent trying to get it otherwise, and I just got it for free. So big things like that. You don't want your enemies really grabbing those. At the beginning of the game, every little bit helps. So once again, use my scouts to get this. Alright, so I got 13 culture right off the bat, which will give me a social policy next turn. As you can see in the top, the pink numbers, as soon as this left number gets meets the right number, you get a social policy. And it's over it because I got culture from that ruins. So here we are. Normally it'll look like this when you first get the game. I hit this, and it'll show all the abilities. This has also got a revamp since the 2 or 3 large patches over the last year since release. Really making some of these lesser trees useful. I always personally start out with Liberty or Honor. I like to expand, and I like to expand a lot. So I'm actually... I don't see any barbarians yet, so I'm going to start with this one. The top paragraph, Liberty is best for civilizations with desire rapid expansion. That's going to give you a nice little idea, a summary of what this social policy does. The second one, for first adopting it, the first time you get points into it, is going to show you, so we'll get 1 culture in every city, which will help us expand our borders and gain more social policies. And then the third paragraph shows you what you do if you get every single social policy in that tree. So we would get a free great person of our choice in the capital, which is nice. Nothing amazing. It depends how you use your great people, which I'll go into later. So we're going to use our point into that. It's a very long explanation for something that most of you probably know. Okay, so skip turn. At the beginning of the game, pretty much you're just looking around, scout out your areas. I know it's... some people go off in directions and they'll just keep following along. I really recommend looking around your area first. Get a complete 360 radial of what's around you. Not only this will tell you where barbarian camps are and other people that may cause problems, but it'll let you know where to expand. We found our first city-state, Edinburgh. In single player, the first empire to meet them will gain 30 gold. The second one, I believe, 15, and after that you don't get anything. Multiplayer, you do not get those bonuses, I believe. So it's actually nice to expand and look around. I'm going to create a monument next so we can get more culture. As we gain culture, this bar will fill up, and you'll get your cultural boundaries. This highlighted area will expand. And so it's going to either get this tile right here, which will have dyes, or this tile right here with wheat in 6 turns. So let's go here. Let's improve our tile with a farm. So this wheat will give us an extra food per turn while we work it with this farm improvement that's going to take, I don't know, 3 or 4 turns to build. So you want to improve the tiles. And to find out who's working what, hit Citizens Management up here. And all the little people faces with green on them is what you're actually working. So I'm not getting anything from any of these tiles, even though they're in my boundaries. And you know how many of these you'll have by how many citizens. And you can find out how many citizens right here. And when it'll grow to the next one is 10 turns right here. Then I'm building a monument, and it'll be 3 turns until it makes. The smaller shade is how much growth per turn, and then the darker shade of it is how much I've already accumulated. Okay. So I'm going to kind of... a lot of barbarians. I'm going to kind of go over a decent amount of information right off the bat. For those who aren't used to the game, this way you can kind of get into it. All right. Soliman is our first nation we're going to meet, and they're friendly right off the bat with us. I'm happy about that. So last time I played, people were just attacking me left and right. Oh, and that's how we met them. I really don't want to fight these barbs. I'd rather go look for ruins right now. Okay, so I got a little bit of a map in these ruins. I really could care less about that personally. Because, see, I mean, it showed me this part of the ocean and coast. I don't care about that right now. Let's do this. We'll build mines. Get the mining technology so I can turn some of these hills into mines for more production. Once again, not really worried about fighting these guys, to be honest. But it looks like we're going to start fighting them. So I'm going to get some honor going. This will show me when barbarian encampments appear. Right there. And they'll always appear in this fog of war. So if you see this, they'll never appear in these areas where you can see. And also I get a 25% combat bonus to fighting barbarians. So that's a plus. And in this one, because of the patch, when I kill barbarians, I believe I